It's been more than 7 months since Russia invaded Ukraine, and throughout the conflict, reports and stories of war crimes and other atrocities against the Ukrainian people have circulated.
So tonight, our Erie News Now Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp shares what can be done to hold Russia accountable. And just a warning, some of the video that we are about to air, some of the material could be disturbing to you.
The war in Ukraine has revealed horrifying situations, especially against civilians. A maternity ward was bombed. Cluster munitions hit a preschool. On Friday, a UN commission found that Russian soldiers have sexually assaulted and tortured children in Ukraine.
I have interviewed more than hundreds of civilians who survived in Russian captivity, and they told me the horrible stories, how they had been beaten, raped, caged in wooden boxes, their limbs had been cut off.
And reports of war crimes continue to climb.
So far, investigators estimate that around 500 soldiers and civilians alike are buried in mass graves in Erie, with many soldiers found shot with signs of torture and their hands tied behind their backs.
Although it may not seem like it, there are rules to war. It's all part of a collection from the Geneva Conventions as well as other international laws. But this is where it can get a little complicated to hold Russia, including President Vladimir Putin, accountable for any war crimes. One way is through the International Criminal Court, or the ICC. It was set up to prosecute crimes like genocide, crimes against humanity, and war crimes. But according to the BBC, a lack of enforcement from the court can be an issue. The ICC doesn't have their own police force, so it relies on individual countries to arrest suspects. And since Russia is not a member of the court, it's unlikely to extradite any suspects.
Therefore, the creation of special tribunal, special international tribunal to investigate and punish the crime of aggression is essential for Ukraine.
Ukraine's prosecutor general is also asking for additional weapons to liberate Ukrainian cities under Russian control to get a full picture of other potential war crimes. In Washington, D.C., Rachel Knapp reporting.